or the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Steve Farmall, and gotta love the name of this one right here. Steve calls this one the Fence Row Fugitive. All right, each puller does have the option of 2 measured attempts if he or she is not satisfied with how. Okay, once again, this is Steve Dye of Science Hill, Kentucky, in the Fence Row Fugitive. All right, nice run to start our late into the Super Stock Tractor division right here. Association in Lucas Oil Pro Pulling League is our friends at H&R Agri-Power. They're full-line Case International dealers. Next at the line, that was Mr. Nolan Robinson. He comes to us out of Atwood, Tennessee, driving the diesel-powered AGCO called the Cracker Jack. Mr. Nolan is always the one you recognize with a big smile on his face. Folks, we got a new leader right there. Mr. Nolan Robinson goes in the lead. 282.70 is going to be his distance. 282.70. It's going to be Richard Taylor coming to us out of Scottsville, Kentucky. The great-looking, great-performing international right there. Calls this tractor family-driven. That right there, Richard Taylor coming to us from Scottsville, Kentucky. Diesel-powered farm all right there with a great run. We're looking at a new leader, 307.47 for Richard Taylor. 307. Veterans that are here every year with their food booths, so no reason to be hungry or thirsty. Get up and walk around and get you something to eat. Tractor out of Science Hill, Kentucky, the alcohol-powered farm all called Under the Influence of the nice run. .03 for Anthony Dunn, 281.03. For over 100 years, General Tire has provided tires for your lifestyle, your adventure, your anywhere. Have a lot of people with kettle corn, popcorn, hot dogs. I had one of the ribeye sandwiches earlier, and also I think we've got pork rinds and things like that. Jennifer Brown, first time behind the wheel. That is an awesome run right there. Nice job, Jennifer. 287.16 for Jennifer Brown. That is amazing. 287.16. We have a diesel-powered entry coming to us from 1911 in Tennessee. This is going to be Mr. Ethan Weston, and he calls this tractor the Little Reaper. Weston with a nice run. You might want to make some preparation, getting some earplugs, possibly making some with some tissues or something like that, because our super modified two-wheel drive class will be the loudest class of the evening. Biting and letting that horsepower go. A lot of horsepower under the hood of that ACO entry right there, but a nice run for the Constant Sorrow filling team. 295.74. Cole George behind the wheel calls this tractor Orange and Dangerous. All right, folks, here we go. Once again, Cole George out of Braidwell, Tennessee. Diesel, powered Alice Chalmer, Orange, and Dangerous. Track, watch the wheel. That's the way it needs to hit. Still rolling, y'all watch the wheel now. All right, gonna need to lift that on the track, check on the driver, make sure Cole's okay. All right, as we said, our next puller is one of the sponsors here of our event here in Ardmore, so we want to say a special thanks to Jeffrey Dykes. He comes to us out of McMinnville, Tennessee. The alcohol-powered John Deere calls this one the Alcoholic Deer. Jeffrey Dykes with a nice run in that alcohol-powered John Deere out of McMinnville, Tennessee. .82 for Jeffrey Dykes. 289.82. Your top three, Evan McDaniel out of Florence, Alabama, the Constant Sorrow AGCO, 295.74. Runner-up, Ethan Weston out of Lebanon, Tennessee, the diesel-powered International called the Little Reaper, 305.83. And our winner, coming to us out of Scottsville, Kentucky, on the farm all known as Family Driven, Mr. Richard Taylor, 307. And taking interest in every bushel you sell. Their elevators are located in Deckard, Fayetteville, Elora, and Manchester, Tennessee. You can also take advantage of their farmer direct delivery points and on-farm pickup services. So once again, thanks to the sponsorship from our friends at Woodall Grain Company. This young man coming to us up next, third generation driver right here, Mr. Clay Haney out of Athens, Alabama. Alcohol powered D21 entry right here, calls this one Cujo Unleashed. A great pulling family coming up being represented as our test puller. Exhaust right there. Nice run for Clay Haney. Out of Milledgeville, Tennessee. Second generation driver right here, Kevin Esri behind the wheel, calls this tractor Evening Thunder. And you'll see that most all drivers will have an assistant out on the track helping them back up to the sled. And folks, especially when you're sitting there in a full fire suit, helmet, neck brace, 5-point harness, it's a little bit difficult to turn your head around to see if you're backing up. Pulling family to be around. So once again, out of Milledgeville, Tennessee, Mr. Kevin Esri, the case-powered machine, alcohol entry, called Evening Thunder. You're good. Come on up. Drifted over on the left-hand side of the track. Kevin Esri came right back, drifted over toward the right, so it looks like it's going to be close. Esri come up just a little bit short with a great run, 315.18. Well, what they're trying to see is where the firm and soft parts are in that track. Now that can change not only from night to night, but also can change within the class as well. So. All right, y'all, check on the bill. Got a little fire under the hood, I can see that. All right, Bill's climbing off that tractor, so he appears to be okay. Raising the hood up, fire out. super stock tractor out of Tullahoma, Tennessee. All right, next up, strong running alcohol-powered John Deere coming to us out of Athens, Alabama right here. Cody Haney going to be behind the wheel. Class right here, got a good mark to shoot at. Daniel Northcutt sitting out front, 319 and change with an outstanding run on that on the edge entry. There, Mr. Cody Haney with an outstanding run out of Athens, Alabama, the alcohol-powered John Deere. 322 point bodied Ford out of Clinton, Kentucky. Going to be Mr. Keith Sladen behind the wheel. Great looking, strong running two-wheel drive truck right here. Calls this one Papa Bear. Strong running two-wheel drive truck right here out of Pulaski, Tennessee. The Ford entry called Papa Bear. Coming up next, Jonathan Payne comes to us out of Georgetown, Indiana, going to be driving the Ford Ranger. Jonathan is a regular, long-time competitor in our four-wheel drive truck class that we have, but not in competition here this weekend, our Pro Stock class. First year in competition in the super modified two-wheel drive trucks. Coming up next, we have Caitlin Norman, right down the road in Athens, Alabama. And what about that, folks? The only Packard entry in the class. This one, barbed wire. All right, TJ Wallace with a strong pass. The only damage to that vehicle, 296.63 is going to be his distance. All right, here we go. Last photo of the class, Mark Thorne and Trevor. Clayton out of Clinton, Kentucky, our test puller in the full-body Ford truck called American Made, 320.24. Runner-up, Wesley Foster out of McMinnville, Tennessee, driving the Chevrolet Colorado called Barbed Wire, 323.70. And our winner, coming to us right up the road in Pulaski, Tennessee, Trent Glover, driving the Ford entry number. All right, here we go, folks. Test puller for this class comes to us out of Allensville, Kentucky. Going to be Mr. John Calvary, driving the John Deere called Pickin' and Jenning. wheels up, transfer that weight to that rear end. A nice run to start off our limited pro stock tractor division for Mr. John Calvary. This is for John Calvary, 306.17, 306.17, and I understand from trackside that he has elected to take that bull. So all right, coming up next, we have an AGCO entry coming to us out of Morrison, Tennessee. Nathan Brown behind the wheel calls this tractor Double Vision. New leader once again, 316.44, 316.44, the number one spot right now. All right, coming up next, Brad Foster comes to us up the road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. The John Deere entry they call the Moonshiner had a great strong run last weekend up in Jackson, Tennessee. I think Foster. Also have a young lady behind the wheel, going to be Annabelle Bradley driving this international tractor right here. She comes to us out of Elora, Tennessee, and they call this tractor All For One. All right, folks, here we go. Once again, Annabelle Bradley out of Elora, Tennessee, the All For One entry. Right there, a nice run for that young lady. Great job. 294.78 for Annabelle Bradley. 294.78. Stock tractor in competition calls this one the Dixie Deer. With a nice run. Tractor comes to us out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. That is a good one called the Dixie Deer. .23 for Jed Pettis. 295.23. What about that right there? Last run of the class, Jared Bradley driving Tennessee Red out of Elora, Tennessee. Third place, Jarrett Bradley out of Valora, Tennessee, driving Tennessee Red 303.38. Runner-up, John Calvary out of Allensville, Kentucky, driving the Pickin' and Jenin entry 306.17. And our winner, coming to us out of Morrison, Tennessee, driving the AGCO entry known as Double Vision, going to be Mr. Nathan Brown with a great run, 316.44.